What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mevits live stream. Happy Monday. How are you?
Happy Monday. I'm good. Um, Nostalgic, feeling like we're coming to the home stretch of this, which is going to be. It's been such a good summer in New York.
Yeah.
Really, really good summer in New York with the Knicks first. Obviously, being a Spurs fan, not so great, but still for New York City, it's been good. And now with the World Cup obviously ending this coming Sunday here in New York, well, it's technically New Jersey, but the New
Yeah.
York Stadium. And some really interesting matches that I think everybody should be excited about. How are you? How's the weekend?
Good. Yeah. Obviously, it's sad that the World Cup's coming to an end. I feel like every day we have less and less games, which is weird. But weekend was good. Just spent time in New York, tried more coffee places. New favorite cafe here is Kerber Farms. If anyone lives in New York, you should go try it. It's
Where is
so
it?
good. It's in the West Village.
Kerber Farms.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about it?
I didn't. I just walked by it.
Ooh.
And then it was like, it looks like it's not New York in there. It's very beachy, coastal, and everything they have is like organic, and it's really good.
Is it because you're from California that you like it? Make you think of
No,
home?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I just like that it's like there's a story behind it. Like a family started a farm and then they bring it all in from the farm.
I see.
And it's not just like processed cafe that just like charges you $10 for nothing.
All right. All right. Well, Kerber Farms. I'll put it on my list. I'm not a big coffee guy, as you know, but um, yeah, good to try something.
Yeah.
New. What else did you do? Did you get the train?
Yeah, I went to train with my goalie coach. Long journey. I think I left at like 3 on Friday, and then I didn't get back until like 1 a.m. So I walked in my building, and the front lady was like, "You look so tired." I was like, "Thank you." It's not what I want to hear.
It's so funny because they probably used to seeing people be so tired from like partying and
Yeah.
you're out like diving for balls.
Yeah, but to each their own. But yeah, training's good. It's just a little far, but
At least you're, not in Louisiana or California where you couldn't do it
that's
even
true.
with a 2-hour train ride.
Yeah, there's a win. A win is a win.
A win is a
At
win.
least I'm in New York.
A win is a win. All right. Well, a lot of really good football this past weekend.
What was your favorite game?
My favorite game. Well, I only watched half of the second one.
Yeah.
The Norway England one was great, but I do want to share something before we move on to recapping the matches, and that is, believe it or not, today is
Happy birthday, Lamine.
Lamin's birthday. He's turning 19 years old.
He's a child. He's
Well,
only 3 years younger than me.
Yeah, imagine how that makes me feel. He's 48% of my age. Like, that is just insane.
That is crazy.
He's going up for a semifinal match come, what is it, tomorrow?
Yeah. I think Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday and Thursday or Tuesday and Wednesday? Ugh, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. But, already won the Euro Cup.
Yeah.
Which is the UEFA Nations Championship that Cristiano Ronaldo claims is as big as the World Cup.
Yeah, no. No.
No,
Maybe,
yeah.
I mean, technically, comparing it to like college soccer, ACC soccer is like the best. And like the Euros is the best for like the team levels.
Right, but that's like winning the Champions and saying you won the World
But
Cup.
it's not as big as the World Cup, obviously.
Like, it's just, and you still don't have every single team. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, granted, the Spanish and the French, or the English and the Spanish, might be the ones that feature in the final, and of course we had the French and the Spanish, and the French and the Argentinians last summer. Like, yeah, it's European dominated, but
Yeah.
you still have to play all the other teams, whereas in Euro Cup you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and so, anyways, I don't think the Euro Cup is the same as the World Cup. I
Fair.
think Ronaldo's wrong, but happy birthday to Lamine. Which, by the way, the card we sold for like $700 on Panini blockchain.
Yeah.
It dipped, but they're creeping back up.
Okay.
It was a good sale, though.
It was a good choice.
We're not an investment fund, so we needed to take some profits there for the company. But
Absolutely.
But it was a good sale. But yeah, now back to the games. Of course, we had England versus Norway.
Yes.
Which was how do I say this? Not great again from a VAR perspective.
Yeah.
given how the English goal came about, and if you guys don't remember maybe the controversy, Norwegian keeper cleared the ball. It was goal kick, I think.
Yeah.
The ball hit like one of those cameras that's on a cable over the field. That technically rules the ball out of play. It should have been replayed from a dead stop. Couple of Norwegian players called it out immediately.
Yeah.
Which
so they saw it.
They saw it. I mean, you see the ball, it's coming your way, and then it just stops.
Because when I saw it, I was like, well, maybe they just didn't even notice, kept playing, and at that point, it's like
immediately you see them like 2 or 3 like, hey.
Yeah.
So the ball falls in the midfield. England takes it, and then Jude scores. The goal's really good.
I mean, it's a great goal, but you can tell that Norway was kind of off balance because there was 4 of them defending him, and they couldn't stop him, and they were all out of position.
Yes, and it was a good goal, and Jude, I think we were just talking about it before the live stream, definitely a standout.
For sure.
For the World Cup.
And he wasn't even going to be taken on the roster.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And he's now at 6 goals this tournament, which obviously is really good for a midfielder because you don't really see midfielders scoring left and right the way he is.
I mean, he's averaging 2 per the last 2 matches. He does the same thing again and again and make it to the final. He wins the Golden Boot. Like he's
And I don't think he's even in the running for it. Harry Kane was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the goal should not count. It doesn't take away from the fact that they let the play run. And it went in.
Yeah.
It was a great goal. Jude's just a killer as a midfielder, which is insane, as you said.
Yeah.
Norway had their chances. I mean, they did go up first, which was, I think that's the same thing they did to Brazil.
Yeah.
And it was just, I don't know. I feel like there's a one chance where Haaland was running next to the other guys, Lorga, whatever, and they could have passed the ball.
Yeah.
Haaland would have probably put it in. 2020 hindsight, you can't really go back, but it does feel like Norway, I don't know if it was the heat.
I feel like I don't want to say they knew they were going to lose because that's not true, but I think that they just weren't the team they usually are.
That's a good way of putting it. They were not the team they usually are.
Yeah, and that's okay. You can't show up every single game, but I think they've just maybe were okay with knowing that was their final to end it.
Yeah, I mean, they were
out partying after the loss.
I mean, I would do the same. I was out partying after the Mexico loss. I mean, not like I played.
But it's different. You're playing.
It's Miami. You're from Norway. You're probably not coming over to Miami too often. If it was Kansas City, I'll get it. But Miami is, if you're going to sightsee Miami, you either go to the beach or you go to the clubs. That's really what the culture of Miami is, especially for that generation, right? They're all in their 20s. So, I mean, everybody parties. It's a good, I don't know, stress reliever.
I wouldn't say everyone parties, though.
All right, fair enough.
In terms of the soccer world.
They do,
most just people I know, but in my experience.
Okay. I would say that we constantly find out about soccer players partying.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it firsthand in New York, but it's I don't know. After a loss, I feel like I'm too distraught to go out and party.
Fair. But if it's hey, it's our last day in Miami, you're already here.
Yeah.
Better than stay at home and just cry about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm happy for them. They had a great run. I think the Norwegian people should be very proud of this team. The expectations were low. They definitely outperformed. I mean, very few teams can say, hey, we knocked Brazil out of a World Cup.
Yeah.
Which is just a huge achievement. Not only that, but culturally, I mean, the Norwegian row is now almost like the Mexican wave, I would say.
Yeah.
In that people I'm
doing
it.
Partial Norwegian fan now just because of their row.
Exactly. So they brought the I think for example Scotland did really good with the fan base.
It's a shame they couldn't do better because I feel like they would have been fun to have them in the knockouts.
Sure, but Norway did the fan base and the football side. So it's great for them. Haaland obviously I think also shut up to people already. If you follow football before, you obviously knew who Haaland was, but now really put himself into the mainstream. Obviously with all the Snapchat stuff and the memes, the uniforms sold out, which is great. I think they should be extremely, extremely happy for what they achieved.
I agree.
Obviously, on the other side, Jude again scoring in extra time. Just an incredible heads-up play. Sadly, for the Norwegian keeper, we're just talking about it. Not the best Play, actually a terrible play, if I should say. So very similar to the Belgium backup goalie play,
Yeah.
where I'm just seeing Diego in the chat. He's angry about the title of the stream.
Oh.
VARgentina. They've earned it. We'll get to VARgentina here in a second. Let's finish with Norway and England. But the Norwegian goalie, who had an incredible game against Brazil, had a good game here, but he spilled it in the middle of the box. Rule number one, when deflecting a shot, if you can't hold it, what do the coaches tell you?
Parry it wide.
Yes. So if you can't hold it, the worst thing you can do is spill it right in the middle, because that you're going to get the outcome that we got twice, both in the Belgium game and in the Norway games. So I do think at the end of the day, the more talented team won, not always the outcome that you want. Now they're going to go face Argentina, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I think what's incredible is that even though Mexicans got knocked out by England, the disdain for the Argentina soccer team is so big that we're cheering for England. I mean.
Yeah. And you guys don't have bad blood with England. Like, yes,
no,
you lost,
we don't. We're like bros now after what happened.
Yeah, you guys lost because like you just weren't the better team.
Right. Which hates to hear it. But Diego here saying Sorloth was greedy. He should have passed to Haaland. And yes, we agree. I mean, he was wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what happens sometimes when you play with a couple strikers and the mission's not well defined. It's almost like reminds me of Piastri and Lando Norris last year's F1 season. Maybe we'll get a little bit of that this season.
Can you elaborate on that? I don't recall.
Yes. The Argentinians are really mad at me for like, sorry on the chat. They're mad at Argentina.
It's okay, guys.
F1 last year. So F1, right? It's a team sport and an individual sport, Formula One.
Yeah.
So you have, last year was 10 teams. This year's 11 teams. So there's two championships going on at the same time. There's the Constructors' Championship, which is by team.
Yeah.
And so you have two drivers per constructors, and both drivers score points that accrue to the team, right? So in last year's case, it was both Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. They were representing McLaren.
Mm.
And what happened was that you also have the Drivers' Championship, which is what everybody remembers. That's the individual driver, who wins the World Championship.
Yeah.
And Lando, every team usually designates like their number one driver,
mm-hmm.
and then their number two driver tends to play kind of like a support function.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a driver, unless you're like super rookie and you're like backing up somebody that's more experienced and has been more on the running, you do take on that role. You want to win one day, but you understand, you're the number two driver.
Yeah.
What's been happening lately, because we have it this season again, and we had maybe a little bit of that even like 3 years prior with Max Verstappen and Checo, is that you have two really talented drivers with the same car, and so they start going at it. And so Lando Norris had a weaker second quarter of the season, and Oscar Piastri started driving really, really well.
Yeah.
So they were going head to head on the championship, on the individual drivers' championship, which is insane, because then as a team, there's strategies when it comes to pit stops and when like protecting leads and so on. As a team, you're like, wait a minute, like I can't tell two drivers that are racing each other for the world championship. I can tell one to be like, yo, give up a spot to the other one, which they call like strategy. And so what happened was that they had to establish what is now known as papaya rules. So papaya is the orange color that McLaren has on the livery, which is pretty much they were free to race, but they couldn't like be too aggressive with each other. They did crash into each other once, and that obviously affects the team because neither of them scores points, and then their competitors, in this case like Red Bull or Mercedes or Ferrari this year, they score points. And obviously prize pools at the end of the year are in the millions of dollars, and you want to make sure you get the most points. So kind of
is Lando Norris American?
Lando Norris is British.
British, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, there's no good American drivers. There has not been a good American F1 driver in a long, long time.
Okay.
I don't think there's ever been a world champ that's American. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe Andretti is like the best American driver ever.
Yeah.
The last American driver crashed out pretty bad a couple of years ago. What was his name? I forget. He was not good. Anyways, but there's now an 11th team this year, It's an American team.
Mm.
It's the second American team on the paddock. It's Cadillac.
Okay,
And
cool.
the Mexican driver Checo Perez drives for them.
Cool.
But they are absolute bottom of the barrel right
Yeah.
now. They like lose every. If they happen to finish the races, they're like 5 minutes behind. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a new team, and we like to see the sport grow. Anyways, so little F1 tangent. Going back to Sorlov, you know, he's also trying to be a star. He's also trying to score goals for Norway, put the team on his back. He's more of a veteran than Hallen was, and yeah, he got greedy and he messed up.
But we've seen it a lot. Like even with Brazil, I feel like there was a couple chances where I forget their other winger, but he wouldn't play the ball to Vinny, and this was in the Norway game. And I feel like it just is happening a lot right now in the World Cup because people want to. Diego said, "Sir, you don't make me follow you." People want to be the hero and they want to win the game for the team. And I don't think it's intentionally selfish because when you're in the game, you're actually a part of it. You see it differently. But I think that maybe he wanted to score that one himself.
Last thoughts about England moving on to the semifinal to face Argentina. I think they're going to have to play a lot better than they did to beat Argentina and the refs.
I agree. I feel like Argentina yes, they're not totally dominating right now, but like they're coming out with wins and they're scoring goals. Doesn't matter when they're scoring them. It's 3-1. Doesn't matter that it was an extra time. Like they won it fair and square. So I think that
did they win fair and square? Did you see the red card?
No, I didn't see the red card. Okay,
so what happened was Argentina opens up
but it was them arguing actually. Yeah.
So Argentina opens up the scoring with a beautiful header. Probably one of the shortest guys on their team.
Yeah.
McAllister, but he beat the Swiss defense, and they score. Switzerland, I mean, that kind of like I passed out like 15 minutes after that. I was pretty tired for the day, but I did watch the highlights the next day. Switzerland just really goes at it, and then in the second half finds the net. 20 minutes in, and it's 1-1. They go a couple minutes later. Switzerland player does fake dive. He takes a dive on like midfield. It wasn't even like he was looking like he just, I would say normal play.
Yeah.
The ref incorrectly gives the Argentinian player a yellow card.
Okay.
And then VAR calls him over and says like, hey, that was a dive. So the ref takes back the yellow card and then gives a yellow card to the Swiss player, and that it was the second yellow and turns into a red.
And it was pretty fast though, the way he like.
But the thing is, VAR is not supposed to be able to be reviewable for like a yellow card on a dive as an attacker. And that's what messed up Switzerland. Of course, Switzerland was over Argentina when this happened. And now we have circumstances.
Like, do you genuinely think that VAR is siding with Argentina? From an unbiased perspective?
I don't think it's unbiased. I mean, if you look at the facts, and I know Lucas, Diego, and my Argentinian friends, and I love you guys individually and personally, but if you look at every single VAR decision that Argentina has had in their games, none of them have gone against them. All of them have gone forward. It's the only
But they
team.
scored these goals. Like, they're not just PK goals. They were like
when you're playing with one more man in overtime.
But you still have to have talent to do that.
Sure.
I mean, because like Mexico had one man and didn't perform.
Yeah, go there. I think
because I feel like you're a little biased.
I think I am definitely biased. I will always accept my biases. I think it's an important part of the discussion to like be aware of what your biases are. The thing is, if you look at every single thing that's happened with Argentina, there's always every single game from the very beginning when Messi did not get a red card like Balogun did for the exact same play.
Yeah.
There's been a referee or VAR decision that goes very much in their way in a pivotal time of the game, and Argentina keeps on winning.
It's fair. And they keep on winning in like last-ditch efforts.
Lucas is it's a typical message that we get from Argentinians. Someone is clearly I love you guys, but it's the truth. It's every single VAR decision.
Diego called you out.
I know. Let's be honest with each other here. If you look at just the facts, remove the jerseys. Look at just the fact. There is one team.
But if this was going Mexico's way,
I would accept that. I would say, hey, you know what? Okay, maybe we got lucky in one call. Maybe we got lucky in two calls. For 5 games in a row, getting a VAR decision in your... Accept it. Hey, I'm a little jealous. We've not been world champs and we'll probably never be world champs. I'll accept it. Yes, there's a little jealousy there. But the facts are the facts. There's been so many decisions that are pro Argentina that no other team has seen in this World Cup, including Messi not getting a red card in the first match of the game for the exact same play that saw Balogun go off and then their other English player go off versus Mexico. It's the exact same play.
Yeah.
And so I'm just saying, like, it's, think about, okay, Croatia and England.
Okay.
Croatia, they had that goal taken back because the ball detected like a hair follicle hitting the ball, created an offside. Norway versus England, you actually see the ball hitting the change in direction, and they're like, oh, the sensor didn't pick it up. Like, all these kinds of things are really, like, without VAR, that Argentina, like that Switzerland red card would have never happened. Here, I finally got Lucas to agree about the first one.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me you look at the Messi play versus, was it Algeria or Jordan, whatever, that first, he should have gotten a red card. And then you look at the exact same image from Balogun and the English player whose name I've forgotten. 2 red cards, 1 not even a mention. Come on. And that changed the World Cup for them, right? Because Messi then went on to score like 5 goals in the group stage.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that is important to remove the biases, but also think it's important to acknowledge that, yes, you're right. You still need to score to win games. But if you look at the aggregate of VAR decisions, they've mostly gone Argentina's way.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair assessment.
Okay.
Shall we move on? Talking about Switzerland, I mentioned we were going to bring discussion.
Oh, yeah, your uniforms.
So here's something more happier conversation than VARgentina and stuff.
Yeah.
The Swiss jersey. You guys are gonna like this one. I know you guys are gonna like this one. The Swiss jersey is inspired by, you know how Switzerland historically has been a very neutral country?
Yeah.
Like, that's been their posture. They're like world wars and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So the Swiss jersey is actually inspired by the Swiss passport. And so Puma wanted to pay homage to the fact that, they just have this new, like, super tech forward passport, and the fact that the Swiss are very neutral. So if you can see here, that's the passport, and that's the jersey, and you can see how, like, the lines are very similar, which I think it's really, really cool.
That is really cool.
So that's why the Swiss jersey looks like this. What's even cooler that you guys are going to appreciate here is that the away jersey, now I'm sharing, again, the inside of the passport, and it's super, like, tech forward. The away jersey is also inspired by the passport, but in this case, when you do, like, the UV light on it.
What? That's so interesting. I've never even realized that was their away jersey.
How cool is that?
It's really cool.
How awesome is that, guys? I love that. And I love that about kits and traits.
The passport is cool itself. I mean, like, the US passport's so boring. I feel like the red...
you don't like having Trump's picture on it?
Is it?
The new ones, yeah. Well, when you renew, because yours is about to expire, you got to renew when you get a Trump picture on it.
No, mine's not going to expire. It's just, I put it in the dryer.
That's right.
Literally, my friend lost my I hope my parents are watching. I lost my passport at Mardi Gras. And so a week later, I was going to go to Armenia for national team games. And I'm like, I can't text them that I lost my passport. They're going to be like, you're so immature. Like, you have national team games. So we went to, like, the embassy in New Orleans and waited there for, like, 2 days straight, overnight. Just, like, didn't even eat. We're just sitting there like, please give us a new passport. And I got it. But then 2 weeks after, I put it in the wash on accident.
Well, I've shared my story with you about getting deported back from Colombia to the States because of a washed passport. So definitely get a new one.
Well, it's been working, so I don't really do things until I have to. Like, in terms of that.
Yeah, well, now you know that the Swiss jersey is inspired by their passports, both the home and the away.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? I love that.
It's really cool.
Okay, another really cool jersey. You're going to like this one because I know this is your heritage team. Netherlands.
Yes.
Orange, obviously, people ask why the Netherlands are orange.
Oranje.
Orange, is that how you say it?
I don't know. That's how I say it.
Okay, we'll take it. Orange has been the color of the Netherlands because of a ruler back in the day. I think the person that actually led Netherlands to find their independence from Spain. And so, in honor of that royal family, they were orange. Now, the designers for Nike this year for the Netherlands jersey, they wanted the orange jersey to be seen from space. They said that's why I don't know if you guys remember from watching the games. It was so freaking bright.
It was the brightest jersey I've ever seen, but it looks awesome.
It looks awesome, and so it was. They wanted it to be seen from space, and it was so orange and fluorescent. Really, that's the term. They actually had to change some of the manufacturing mechanics. At Nike, they made it as bright as they could. And the reason why they wanted to be seen from space, here it is, guys. You're going to love this. It's because the away jersey, it looks just like a random, white away kit, obviously, that incorporates orange to, remind you that it's the Netherlands' big ass crest in the middle. The away kit is actually a homage to Hans Lippershey, who's the Dutch scientist who invented the telescope. So the telescope uses a bunch of refractor glasses.
Yeah.
And that's why this part in the jersey here in the middle has the refracting glasses. And this is why. So
wait, that's so cool.
This is why the Netherlands combination of kits, first the home one is fluorescent orange because they want it to be seen from space.
Yeah.
The inverse of which was because the away jersey plays homage to Lippershey, who invented the telescope. He's this Dutch explorer that invented the telescope. And so this different colored orange thingies in the middle are to represent the different glasses that make up the composition of a telescope glass. And that's why that jersey looks like
this. That's insane.
How cool is that?
I just wonder, I'm like, when someone is designing these, out of everything you could put like that, I don't know, it's obviously very cool, and I agree with how sick it is, but you're like, okay, we're going to make it based on the telescope.
How awesome is that?
So cool.
I love that. Honestly, I love that. I love that so much.
The orange is the best. You can't beat it.
I got one last one for you. Uruguay away jersey. So Uruguay, the home jersey is like this little light blue that I love. Everybody loves. The away jersey, people were saying, wow, it looks like the Black Panther.
It is so sick.
It's sick, right? It does look like, maybe let me look up like a Black Panther images here. Wakanda. Obviously, Wakanda and Uruguay, not really something that matches, but it does kind of have a little, Black Panther vibes. Yeah. In reality, though, this jersey is not a Black Panther inspired jersey. It is a jersey that pays homage to. So Uruguay hosted the first ever World Cup back in 1930. It's going to be 100 years next World Cup. And their Estadio Centenario, so their local stadium is called Centenario, Centennial. Mm-hmm. It is inspiration for the jersey. So this is an aerial shot.
That's sick.
The end of the stadium, like, where the stands. Yeah. And then this is a shot of, I think it was the first ever World Cup trophy. And so that is what became this.
That's really cool.
Which became the jersey that Uruguay wore as an away kit in the World Cup.
I mean,
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with World Cup kits. Like, this is just incredible lore.
Aside from even the meaning, just the way the jersey is like top 5 jersey in the World Cup. It's so cool.
Wow, top 5.
Okay, I don't know about top 5, but like it's one of the coolest ones I've seen because the color combination is just so good. And then on top of it, the meaning obviously is very cool too.
To me, it's just one of those things where, it's, first of all, I love lore and I love homage and stuff like that. Here comes the Meebits plug, but it reminds me a lot of Meebits traits, right? Matt and John, when they created the Meebits, they could have just created random traits like they had with punks.
Yeah.
But instead, they put so much of their own personal lore, and not just that, but like the community and the history of the brand on the different traits that Meebits max. So for example, here on the mebits.com website, we feature a few traits that we really, really like that actually um, speak to this. And so Flamingo Tee is a t-shirt that's super rare. It's only 37 in the 20,000 mebits that showcases Flamingo DAO, which is this investing group that was one of the first ones to really acquire a bunch of punks and help Matt and John kind of like go to the next level with punks. The alien shoes are some of the sneakers that feature CryptoPunk aliens, which are the rarest CryptoPunks. Their eyes are what make up the shoes, and obviously the blue color inspired by punks. And then the glyph t-shirt that alludes to the autoglyphs, which is the second art collection that Matt and John made on blockchain. It's also the first ever generative art collection on chain. So that is why I love Mebit traits so much. And there's many more here that we, obviously I'm going to invite everybody to go explore. But when I look at World Cup jerseys, when I look at this, inspiring this, and being worn by people, being worn not just by the players, but by Uruguay supporters, or like how many people in the Netherlands are wearing the Netherlands away jersey right now, or this week, or this summer, without knowing that this jersey,
I would say most
honors
Hans
Lippershey.
What I don't understand is like, why don't they do like a tribute to these meanings on their social medias?
Because I think it's part of the if you know thing.
Yeah.
Right. In a world where it's so easy to just sit there and get information fed into your face, right?
Yeah.
Like you can ask ChatGPT anything and you have the answer, all the knowledge of the world in your fingertips.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff becomes very if you know, and it makes it really fun.
Yeah.
Again, to me, it reminds me of this, of going through the Mebits collection and exploring all the different traits and why they're awesome and why they're important. What makes them exciting. Exactly. And so that's why I actually like that. You don't know that this inspired this, or that this inspired this, without doing a little bit of digging, a little bit of research, and really just taking it a step beyond. And like, by the way, it's great trivia questions. Now you can just, when you see somebody wearing the suit,
you know that? No, you don't know what it means. You bought it.
It's like,
I know more than you.
Inspired by the passport of Switzerland getting put under the UV. Like, that's insane. That is insane.
Switzerland's so cool to me. I just think everything about like the jersey, the country, the passport. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I like Switzerland too. I've had a couple of good times in there. So those are my three jerseys for, or well, not just three. I had more, but like my uniform idea.
Yeah. Uniforms are just the best. I feel like they're obviously I like watching soccer, but my second favorite part of the World Cup, because 4 years it goes into making these uniforms and these jerseys, and obviously like they have other uniforms, they wear them for friendlies, for other matches, but like these are the best of the best that the countries are going to give you, and you just kind of like need to appreciate it just as much as you appreciate the soccer.
It does, and it also like speaks to, like, I think about NFTs and what made them pop off, especially when you take away the financial side. The reality is it's two things that speak to human nature so much.
Yeah.
One, group belonging. Right, being able to say, I am part of this nation, I'm a part of this tribe, whether that's Mebits or punks or Bored Apes or GBC or whatever that might be. Right, being able to showcase to the world through the internet.
Yeah.
World Cup jerseys are the same thing. I'm Mexican, or I'm cheering for Mexico, or the Netherlands, or the US, or VARgentina. Right, but then within that, you have the individualization, right, of who you are within that group. All right, I want to talk about one last jersey, because this one doesn't really have a lot of like lore, but there's something unique about it versus other years that people might not know, and I don't think it involves like a full, like spending too much time on it. But the Brazil jersey, obviously the verde amarela, classic. Yeah. Right, like Brazil will always wear this color, no matter what. It's a beautiful, beautiful yellow. It's they've won the most World Cups. They're amazing. We love Brazil, Joga Bonito. Well, the designer didn't just want to honor that, but he added this lime. What do you call it here? Like area? I don't know.
Stitching, maybe?
I don't recall. But you know why he added that little lime thing right there,
Why?
like green lime? Because he said, when you look at Brazilians, they always look like they are having fun when they're playing football.
That's true.
And so that was his way of saying, like, bringing some fun to
Mhm.
uniform that represents the way they play. So again, this is a jersey that doesn't really, carry any sort of like alluding to anything culturally outside of
classic.
football, because it's classic.
And they're not going to change it because it is what makes Brazil Brazil. And I feel like when you have something so iconic, why would you change it?
Correct, but you can still add meaning.
Yeah.
With that
Absolutely.
a little couple inches there of happiness and joga bonito, which I thought was so cool.
It's so true, though. I feel like watching Brazil play makes me just want to get back on that field because they're genuinely having fun. Like, even if they lost to Norway, yes, it sucks. Everyone was upset. But, like, I'm sure they still found good in that. And I think that for some teams, some players, it's hard to do that. But they find happiness and dancing and all of their favorite things and winning and losing. So
I love Brazil. All right, one last thing that I have for you today. They're saying this is the best picture in the World Cup.
Okay.
You ready?
I feel like I know what it is, but I don't know.
It is the man-child scoring, I think, against Iraq.
That is sick.
It looks fake.
That is so cool.
And it's awesome because obviously the ball's right there, really stands out. Obviously, it's a goal because it's a net. But then you look at Haaland and the goalie getting beat.
That is like the cool. That is. I mean,
I would say the best, guys. What do you guys think? Is this the best photo?
There's so many photos, though.
I think this is up there.
I think it's up there for sure. But it's the coolest. It is so cool, and the fact that someone is able to capture that on a camera when it's live motion, the ball is coming at you super fast. It's just crazy.
Yeah. So that's
Haaland's always ready for the photo. He's always ready to be a tyrant on the field.
He's awesome.
I'm gonna miss him this next couple weeks.
Well, you can always watch Man City play in the Premier. I'm sure he's the same guy. We just don't really watch.
Yeah,
Premier League
but it's
soccer.
just not the same.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
All right. So let's talk about the semis real quick. We'll have a full breakdown tomorrow.
Just a quick preview because tomorrow we have to talk about it.
So France versus Spain.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. What a match. What a match. And then obviously England versus Argentina on Wednesday at 3 p.m. A match that also has, these are all like countries that have been around for so long. There's like historical, actual wars between them, right? France, Spain, England, Argentina. A lot of football history between them. Argentina and England, 40 years later.
Yeah.
There's so much history behind it that Argentina and Diego was bringing this up in the chat earlier. Argentina was actually asking to play with their away jersey because when they played England, back in '86, they were wearing their blue, like the full blue shirt. I'm trying to find like a tweet about it so people can see it. Here we go.
It's crazy to me that the top 4 teams that predicted to be in the final are in the semifinal.
First time in, I think, ever.
It's just I really did not expect that. I thought there would be a team that kind of stepped up and changed it, but I guess not.
Yeah, so Argentina, this is what Diego was sharing earlier. Argentina officially requested to play with our away shirt versus England.
They need to because they've been wearing their light blue and it hasn't been working out in regular time. Yeah, but it's been working out, obviously. You know what I mean, though. Just, they're not. Never mind.
It would also look better, I think, because otherwise England will have to play in red, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know who's home and who's away.
No, they can wear white still.
White versus the blue-white?
It's not white, though. It's blue.
Maybe. I don't know.
Unless the shorts are white, then they can't.
But anyways, hopefully they play in the blue because the blue one's really, really pretty.
It is cool. It gives an Uruguay vibe.
So Diego's saying on that game was Maradona's 2 iconic goals, one of which, this is going to offend people, he scored with a handball. La mano de Dios. Again, Argentina getting away with a handball goal.
I don't know what to say. He still scored. Maradona was the move growing up for at least women's soccer. Everyone wanted to do a Maradona against you.
La mano de Dios. They scored on England at Estadio Azteca. Oh, people are going to be like, oh, you're so against Argentina. That was a handball goal.
I'm not even gonna get into this. It's the Argentina and the America tangents you go on.
Well, here's the thing.
Goal's a goal. Doesn't matter how you score it. Save's a save. Win's a win.
Tell me that's not a handball right there. That's how he scored it.
Did he grab the ball and go like that?
No, he punched it in.
Did it hit his head?
No. That is La Mano de Dios. Like, it is one of the most iconic goals ever.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't look like a handball.
It was a handball. Look at this. Let me zoom out.
Too bad they didn't have VAR back then.
They would have been like, no, it's fine. It's some rule that Argentina gets and the other teams don't. There was no VAR. And if there had been, Diego, I'm pretty sure Argentina got away with it.
No. There's no argument with that. You can't argue with that.
La mano de Dios. But then after that play, he did score one of the best, if not the best, goal in history when he like dribbled through like the whole English team.
Yeah.
On to win.
The Argentina legends. They're on their tangent.
Yeah, so that was a quarterfinal match. They went on to win the whole thing. But yeah, that's why people are so pissed. I think that this whole VAR situation keeps going one way.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. It can only get you so far.
And look at that. We can't be against God's work. Oh man. And then the other Argentina in the chat agree. That was a handball, guys. That should have not been allowed. It's
not his fault it got allowed, though. It's the VAR.
Well, there was no VAR.
Well, you know what I mean, the refs.
Anyways, so that is what I have for today. I don't know if there's anything else on your side that you wanted to chat about.
No games today, but I'm excited to come back on here tomorrow and talk about our very exciting match that we have at 3 p.m. So I think, I don't know, it's so weird that the World Cup's coming to an end. I don't feel like I've accepted it, but
I'm genuinely sad.
I'm really sad. And yesterday I walked by, or not yesterday, I don't know what day it was actually, but I walked by a really cute little cafe in the West Village, and there was just like 100 people standing there watching the game that was on. So it was just like...
That reminded me of something I wanted to say. Norway, England. I was up in a little like, it's not a bed and breakfast, but like a cabin style hotel in like middle of nowhere in Massachusetts in the Berkshires. Just quick glance around the pool area, for example. Not people that it was all like, white people, and not like people that you think were into sports. Just based on what people were wearing and reading.
Yeah.
They set up a TV in like the courtyard of the hotel, of the resort. The England versus Norway game was packed.
That's awesome.
Everybody, maybe there was maybe like 30 rooms in the hotel. Everybody was in the courtyard watching the game, and they were into it. It wasn't like, that's a daily activity. No, everybody was like into it. It made me so happy for football.
That's so awesome.
That it was a game between two countries. I mean, obviously England, maybe some heritage here, but Norway not. But and then overhearing some comments like, "Oh, my mom's gonna be so sad that Haaland got kicked out." Like things like that was.
It's so awesome.
It's awesome. All right. Well, we'll talk about the semis tomorrow.
Yes.
Diego did share some alpha here that I'm going to take him up on. He says the name of the goalie for the God's hand, La Mano de Dios, was Peter Shilton, and Maradona dedicated a chapter in his biography. Read it.
Okay. We'll read it, and then we'll come back and talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we got to find the book. It's probably online somewhere.
No, you can go to Good Notes.
Oh, my God. Is Cliff Notes still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Spark Notes?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to say that out loud, actually. I was like, in high school, I don't think I actually read the books. I just would look at it online.
Wow. Really?
Well, it would be books that, like, we already knew what happened. Let me think.
Anyways, we'll look up the book And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. It's the last week of the Mivit football live stream. We've
So
really
make sure you
enjoyed
tune
it.
in because you're gonna miss us next week.
Make sure you tune in because you're definitely gonna miss us next week.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's go Argentina. Kidding.
No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
Are you cheering